Good morning. Last time we finished reading at chapter 10, and now we're up to chapter 11. I finally fell asleep, but around 11 I woke. I got up to go to the bathroom, and when I headed down the hall, I realized my parents were still awake. I could hear them talking in the living room. They were thinking of places we could go if we couldn't pay the rent. If I don't become an animal scientist, I would make a great spy. My mom said, how about Gladys and Joe, my dad's parents? They live in an apartment in New Jersey. My dad said they only had one extra bedroom. Then he declared, plus, I couldn't live under his roof. He's the most pig-headed man on the planet. Second most pig-headed, my mom said. We could try borrowing money from our families. My dad rubbed his eyes. Do we have a rich relative I've never met? I see your point, said my mom. Then she said, how about my dad's cousin in Idaho who has a ranch, or her mom in Sarasota who has a condo, or his old buddy Cal who lives in Maine in a trailer? My dad asked which of those people would take in 2 adults, 2 children, a dog who eats furniture. Besides, he said, he didn't want to accept anyone's handouts. You do realize we can't live in the minivan again, my mom said. No, my dad said, we can't. Aretha's a lot bigger. She'd take up the whole middle seat. Plus, she farts a lot, my dad said. Who knows? Sunday at the yard sale, somebody might give us $1 million for Robin's old high chair. Good point, my mom said. It comes with extra Cheerios stuck to the seat. They fell silent. We should sell the TV, my mom said after a while. I know it's ancient, but still. My dad shook his head. We're not barbarians. He clicked the remote and an old black and white movie came to life. My mom stood. I'm so tired. She looked at my dad with her arms crossed over her chest. Look, she said, there's nothing at all wrong with asking for help, Tom. Her voice was low and slow. It was the voice she used when a fight was coming. My chest tightened. The air felt thick. There's everything wrong with asking for help, my dad snapped. It means we've failed. His voice had changed, too. It was sharp and hard. We have not failed. We're doing the best we can. My mom gave him a frustrated groan. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans, Tom. Really? My dad was yelling. So now we're going to resort to fortune cookie wisdom? Like that's going to help put food in our kids' mouths? Well, refusing to ask for help isn't going to. We have to ask for help, Sarah. We've been to that food pantry more times than I can care to admit. But in the end, this is our problem to solve, my dad shouted. You're not responsible for getting sick, Tom. You're not responsible for getting laid off. My mom threw her hands in the air. Oh, what's the point? I'm going to bed. I slipped into the bathroom as my mom stormed down the hall. She slammed her bedroom door so loudly the whole house seemed to tremble. I waited a few moments to be sure the coast was clear. When I headed back to my room, my dad was still on the couch, staring at the gray ghosts moving across the screen. Oh, it's scary when parents fight. I didn't sleep much after that. I tossed and turned, and finally I got up to get some water. Everyone was asleep. The bathroom door was closed, but light was sneaking out of the cracks. I heard humming. I heard splashing. Mom? I said softly. Dad? No answer. Robin? No answer. More humming. It sounded like How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? Singing, but I couldn't be sure. I thought about whether it might be an axe murderer, but taking a bath didn't seem like an axe murderer kind of thing to do. I didn't want to open the door. I opened the door an inch. More splashing. A sudsy blob floated by. I opened the door all the way. Crenshaw was taking a bubble bath. And that was a short chapter 14 short chapter 12, after chapter 11. Thought I had skipped ahead, but nope, that's where we end, at chapter 12. Next time, we'll start chapter 13 of Crenshaw. Till next time.